Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X research and professional physicist. And today I'd like to bring to you another one of my articles. This one's entitled Planet X in the Shape of Long Cylinders, Molecular Structure. Now, figure 1 below shows a very long cylindrical cloud. However, cloud is made of gaseous material, and gaseous material spreads out and adopts irregular shapes, unless it is a Planet X system stellar core cloud envelope, in which case it adopts the shape of the stellar core inside the cloud envelope. Thus, this long cylindrical cloud can only be the cloud envelope of a stellar core, which is in the shape of a long cylinder. And you may look at Article 785 entitled Planet X is here. But what is it exactly? For more details about what these Planet X objects are. So here you can see a long cylindrical cloud which can only possibly hold this shape because there is a long cylindrical solid object inside it. And this means that there is core matter inside it in the shape of a long cylinder, because it's core matter that creates the cloud. And here you can see another one of these, another long cylindrical cloud, which can only possibly hold this kind of shape because there is solid stellar core matter inside it. And here you can see some of these stellar cores inside the cloud envelopes. And these are somewhat spherical, these three, because we can tell from the cloud envelope. The cloud envelope is almost spherical. And from this one, you can actually see the solid surface there. There is this break in the cloud here. And you can even tell that the cloud follows the same spherical shape as the surface of the object. It's not very thick. You can see it from the edge there. And this one looks at first like a break in the clouds, but this is actually the surface of a solid object. It's one of the stellar cores, and this is a break in its cloud envelope because this is a connection point. This is the cloud material that it uses to make energy connections with. It's cloud spout material. And this is the same type of material that a tornado stellar core will make a connection through. That's what the tornado spout is. And you can see this one's cloud envelope is quite sparse. You can see the surface through some of the gaps here. And this one seems to be in the shape of a disk. You can tell that from the shape of its cloud envelope. And these objects create matter. They are sources of gravity and they are sources of matter. They create matter, so they create the cloud envelopes. Now, since these are what remained of the core systems of the Planet X star system, which were destroyed as a result of energy depletion, and since most cores are spherical or disc shape, these are most likely pieces of core matter which connected two cores together. And you can see a similar type of cloud. This one seems to be very long and flat. And a cloud, of course, can only hold the shape cannot hold the shape unless there is a solid object inside it. And this one has these rings. And I have seen more of these objects with rings. There's another one of this type of stellar core that has these rings. This is its cloud envelope. And these ones seem to be somewhat cylindrical in shape or disc-shaped. You can tell from the shape of the cloud envelope. And this seems to be the type of cloud that these objects create. And you can see there's a circular hole in it. Now, normal cloud, which is gaseous, cannot retain the shape where it has a hole, a circular hole in it. So it seems that this object actually moved through the cloud and left a circular hole. And this means that this material is solid. It's able to hold its shape. So this is a different type of cloud material, different type of material which some of these stellar cores create. And you can see some more examples of what is most likely this type of cloud material. It seems to be very light. But it can move along the road and retain its shape. You can see another one there. close to the surface, another one there. They seem to be made of this very light material, but it does break easily into pieces, as you can see here. It looks like some type of foam. Now, stellar cores are part of a core system. They were part of these star systems that became energy depleted, and the stars broke apart, the planets broke into pieces, and the cores were released. And this illustrates what a core system inside of a star looks like. It will have a central core and it will have satellite cores, and these are sources of gravity and sources of matter. Some of these cores are ejected by the star, and then they create matter and turn into planets. Now, so these cylindrical connections are covered in cloud envelopes and were thus capable. This matter was capable of creating gases and must therefore be made of core material, which is thus capable of creating matter. So this suggests that core systems have a type of molecular structure where cores and connections are all made of the same core material. So this illustrates what I think we actually have inside of a star or a planet, except that we most likely have a very large core in the center, and then we have satellite cores connected to it. And it seems that there are connections between them that are in the form of cylinders. So somewhat like the shape the type of thing we see here. This is a molecule model, which shows what molecules look like. But it seems that we have this inside of stars and planets as well. So the fact that these long cylindrical connections do not seem to be connected to any spherical or disc-shaped cores now, they come in as single objects into the Earth's atmosphere, suggests that these core systems broke apart and became separate pieces when they became energy depleted. And the existence of these solid connections indicates that energy flows from core to core and across the system through physical connections only. So in conclusion, long cylindrical clouds suggest that there is core matter in that shape, and that therefore core systems inside the body of stars have a molecular type structure with long cylindrical connections between cores made out of core material as well. It also shows that energy flows across the core system through physical connections. And these are the references. This is Dr. Claudia Albers, Planet X physicist. Thank you for watching.